calling you a radical fission versus fusion, but the greenwashing machine. But I was asked to do this video, and I'll be real quick and real clear. By the way, this air quality is horrific. It isn't one thing, it's another. The biggest fire that's raging in this country this year, by far the heat bubble, is on the Montana-Idaho border. The thing is a monster, and it's been burning for months. Air quality has finally cooled down. We got major fires burning in Oregon. So air quality is horrific, deadly. I can feel it bad, so I got my mask. So this isn't one thing, it's another. So let me explain nuclear fission versus fusion, especially when it comes to a nuclear reactor. Is there any difference? There's really no difference. You think there is, and they'll try to sell you this bullshit, just like these little SMR, total bullshit fairy tales. The fast breeders, they don't work. They fucking get too hot and they blow up. And so they've never worked. They've been tested for 75 years. But Price Anderson, this is all free money. The propaganda machine of nuclearism is fucking the biggest con in human history. Price Anderson, the Congressional Act Immunity Act. What's the difference between fission and fusion? Splitting the atom versus colliding the atom. So in the centrifuge process, uranium-238 comes from the earth, right? It leaves a 98% byproduct. They have to freaking centrifuge it. In this centrifuge process, they spin it into, and then they hit it with gas, hex gas from hell. And oh, it's dirty, it's nasty. They do it in Bruce up there in Canada. They do it in Illinois. They used to do it in Paducah, Kentucky, but oh, it's dirty, nasty. And the atom centrifugal force, then they hit it with the hex gas, smashes together and collides and boom, splits. And it creates a byproduct. That's where plutonium comes from. Well, fuck, we don't even know what all of them. Californium, livermorium, fucking Tennesseeum, plutonium. That's from Fukushima. So they do the same fucking thing when they split the atom. Split the atoms, they gas the fuck out of it. You know, it's it's the most sickening, disgusting process. Uranium-238 is natural from the, oh yeah, millions and billions of years of lightning strikes, but that's not what they use in a nuclear reactor. Then they fucking, it's uranium-235. By the way, the Big Z has the load of most uranium-235 weapons grade fucking sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, cocaine cowboys, plutonium. By the way, I guarantee you the dumbest statement in you, I mean, I want you to think about this. This century of presidents, we go back, when did Bush steal the election? In 2000. Operation Foxconn News, Roger Ailes, right? You know, get your flags at half-mast. Run right out of the House of Windsor, Oxford. How dumb have these presidents been? No, honestly, Dumb, Dumb and Dumber was filmed here at my buddy Butch's bar. My hand's in the thing, I got to sit in the mud. Filmed here in Ogden, Utah. We know how many dumb sex. I mean, Bush, this is a fact. Bush did not know the difference between Austria and Australia. Now think of this is the President of the United States. Oh, you think Obama was dumb? Oh, Obama was dumber. Seriously. Obama dumber, I know what happened in the situation room. He didn't, he's on the stump. What are you going to do about Hanford? This is propped up by the nuclear. Don't tell you don't know what Hanford is. But it gets worse. He doesn't say the F word, the F word, the F word. You know, he stands in the Rose Garden and says, we'll let you know, Gina McCarthy, Radnet, Crash Radnet, what I know. And then his whole family's flown to South America with Jeff Rummel, the CEO of GE, which the greatest decline in stock market history. GE. 8-for-1 reverse split. Oh, fuck. He's on Jimmy Kimmel, 2016. Well, do they grant? No, they woke. Well, one time they woke me up in the middle of the night, for the Fukushima. Jimmy Kimmel's looking at him like, what's Fukushima? And he says, the typhoon. Now stop and think about it. The greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, he's president. Briefed hundreds of times. He called it a typhoon. I want you to just think, wrap your mind around. Then Trump made probably the dumbest statement in human history. In California, you need to rake up the forest. So, do we here in Utah, in Idaho, do you know 22% of every square inch in this heat bubble that started in 2011 of the western United States in the last this decade has burned? This is the greatest drought in fucking, it's just a Fukushima coincidence. Fission versus fusion. There's no fucking difference. It's splitting the atom versus colliding the atom, and there's no fairy tale, there's no unicorn, there's no fast break. New scale, you can go ask 1,000 people here in Utah about amps and their light bill, a bunch of money coming out and going to new scale. Jose Reyes, an Oregon company, supposedly tested Idaho National Lab. By the way, Jose worked at Idaho National Lab with the head of the the nuclear rally cheerleaders, the regulatory committee. What? He and her worked together and she approved it? Look up their original funding, Kenwood Financial. The guy's in prison for the rest of his life. All based on fraud. You go ask 1,000 people in Utah about new scale. I'll guarantee you 0.0 will know what the fuck you're even talking about. Yet we've gave them $750 million that you have right out of your light bill. If you pay a light bill, you're paying it. For what? We're going to have these little SMR reactors here by 2019. We're going to have 24. Whoops. No, we're going to have 12. Nope, we're going to have 6. It's a fairy tale because of the Immunity Act. Price-Anderson, 1950s, was passed. The Department of Energy needs to be itself. The Department of Energy was Jeff Bezos' grandfather, who was the original propagandist. Look it up, guys. Was started to promote nuclear. It used to be called the United States Department of Atomic. The Department of Energy is 100%, and they just fucking throw billions and trillions of dollars at it every fucking year. And the Immunity Act says if you get all this, anything nuclear, the money you have, if you fraud, steal it, cheat it, whatever, it's not, there's no liability against you. The liability goes to the taxpayer. I'll quote Stephen Bechtel on the Hill. Well, you're paid to put triple liners around Hanford. You didn't. Yes, so what'd you do with the money? Hired PR firms to attack anti-nuclear energy activists. Well, he turned it right back to Congress. No, that's you. Do you know about Price-Anderson? Well, you're busy bombing people in Iraq that never did anything. You went after Iraq to get a big old sack. Went after Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Fucking went after Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Fucking the imperialists make it rain in Ukraine. Half-mast flags. Queenie's dead. Oh, fuck. What about our great-great-grandpa? Remember him when he loaded everybody up? Every man, woman, and child in Brooklyn? Go to the Fort Greene fucking Opera and see the 11,500 buddies. Said, King George. Oh, fuck, you're a future repressor. Fission and fusion, there's no fucking difference. Zero. I mean, splitting the atom and colliding the atom, they're the same process. It's a centrifuging, nasty fucking, leaves a 98% byproduct. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. Clean, hell of a way to boil a planet. I got an idea. Let's boil all the Earth's water over and over and over to cool down the Earth. Oh, fuck. By the way, Fukushima meltdowns. Nuclear melt. Oh, they're hot, 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 hot. Nice air. You in Idaho, here in Utah, fucking Montana, fucking all of you, get out your fucking rakes. Stay tuned.